All right. So fast forward to today, to 2023. Um, for new time, for beginning investors that are thinking right now to, to get on it, to make their first initial investment. Um, and then thinking about what got you inspired in the first place. What would you tell them? Is it a good moment to start investment? Is it a good year to start with an initial investment, or should they wait a little? What should be their inspiration based on your experience?
Yeah, and this is not a, I don't like salesy stuff, right? This is just my perspective. It's not a competition. It's not a race. Don't compare yourself against me, but I'm telling my story to give you a different perspective. The way that I feel about real estate is that I got to live somewhere anyway. So why not just buy where I'm going to live? And if I do, then I can build equity in my property. If you're not comfortable with the idea of real estate, there's other places that you can take your money. When I'm talking about investing, this is the extra money that we have left over every month. So that means I've got to live beneath my means. So if you're already in a place where you're struggling to make bills and stuff, I need you to focus on your life and have a good, stable job and protect your family. These are the important things. When you get to a good place, now let's talk about the extra money that we've got. And if you're just starting, I would encourage you to look at your own primary home first, because this is the least amount of money out of my pocket. It's the best interest rate I can get on a home. And you don't even know if you like real estate or not, man. So if you own a house, you'll figure it out real quick if you like it. So if it's your own primary home, this will help you get acclimated to the real estate market and maybe give you the right perspective to see if it's something you want to invest in. That's my advice.
Okay. Um, for those wanting to start investing, I'm guessing there's always hesitations, fears. How how can you overcome those? I mean, is it natural to have those hesitations, to have those fears, to worry about the uncertainty, the volatility of the market?
Oh, okay. So Pedro, I want you to trust your instincts. If it is not right for you, do not do it. Trust what your body is telling you, your mind, everything. Trust what that says. If it's right, you'll feel it. It will make sense. So if something internal is saying for you to hang tight, that's what you need to follow. For me, there was no choice in it for me because I knew that this was the right thing. The reason why I even got started in real estate is because my family had, let's say, we moved around a lot. And we moved around. My father sold our previous home to buy the next home, which is what everybody would do, right? Who wouldn't do that? That's what everybody does. Except my uncle, who moved around a lot too, kept his properties. He didn't sell them. He kept. When I was a kid, we were like on the even fields. But as we got older, man, my uncle's life was it just got so much better. He retired, Pedro, with 7 homes. 7, that's it, 7. And he has a very different life. So to me, I saw that. I was like, I need a piece of that. But if you have hesitation or anything, I encourage you to keep learning, but do trust your instincts. Absolutely.
Okay. So that leads me to my next question. Did you ever had a mentor, or how did you prepare yourself, learning as much as you could about the investment realm, or did you just jump into it with no knowledge whatsoever?
I tried to find a mentor, man. This is before the internet, before there were like real estate groups. I actually called around companies like, hey, do you guys do this? And one of them like, oh, we do what you're looking for. Oh, well, how do I get involved? What's $250,000 to join? I'm like, what? Who's got $250,000 just laying around? Before like the information age and the internet that made us be able to learn from, this platform that we are on right now was not even available. I couldn't even go to anybody to find out how they did it. And even though I had an uncle in my family, I don't know why, I didn't even think to ask him. I just did it on my own. I even went to the library, man. The library. This is thing you go in that had books. You know, you would check them out. You had to sign. Anyway, I looked at this book, and it was 8 years old. And I read a couple of passages, and like, this is so outdated. It doesn't even work anymore. Like, every piece that I tried to find was a dud. So I just did it on my own, but only out of necessity. Today, there's enough ways for us to learn that we can at least get some sort of basic understanding before we pull the trigger, you know?